Hey everybody, this is the dude representing MGTOW is the only way to live. I was just watching Grizzly MGTOW's video, 13 Signs That a Woman is Toxic, and I'll put a link in the description. And I wanted to do my own take on he said a key word. He said women have chip on their shoulder. And I gotta tell you guys, I have my 2 cents to throw in on this subject. Women with a chip on their shoulder. My ex-girlfriend had a huge chip on her shoulder. And guys, if you meet a girl in the club or whatever, and I meet women all the time, and okay, say you're in a line. Okay, I'm just pointing out the obvious here. You're in line. You go to the cute cashier, and she's not nice. She's not receptive. She's just a miserable cunt. Don't even waste your time, guys, because a woman with a chip on her shoulder is the biggest fucking pain in the ass you will ever encounter. There's just no pleasing them. There's no pleasing them. And my ex-girlfriend, I was with her for 5 years. She was mad at everything. She was a fucking feminist, vegan, hardcore, just always miserable. There was just no pleasing her, and there was such tension in my shoulders. I would hear her coming down the stairwell before knocking on my door, and automatically, like Pavlov's dog, conditioned response, tension in my shoulder, panic. And I would break up with her every day, but she would refuse to fucking accept me breaking up with her. She would call me until I answered the phone, and me like a shtamil, or if that's the right word, I would pick up the phone eventually, or she'd knock on the door. I got a story about the pregnant lesbian here, okay? So I was about 26 years old, okay, and I was living in a shithole apartment, and this corner store, just across the street from my place, not across the street, but you guys go to the side streets, whatever, really close to my place. So there's this cute cashier in there, this French girl, really French. She's a little bit pudgy though, but really cute face with like a bandana on her head. And I would go to the dépanneur, and my instinct is to flirt with the cashier. That's my instinct, always to make them like me. So I just do that. I don't know why, it's a waste of time, but I just do that. It's instinctive, almost like training or some shit. Get my chops in shape, So I would eventually talk to this girl over the course of whatever, and it was pleasant, we began to sort of, oh, you again, So eventually, she was 18 years old. Eventually, and then, I don't know what timeline I found this out, but eventually she says, we should do something after my shift. And then she goes on to say, I don't know when I found this out, but she's a lesbian. She's never been with a guy, ever, but she wants to chill with me. So, and she was a pothead too, by the way. So I eventually take her. I don't remember how. This is 2001. I don't remember, but I remember in my apartment shithole I had this red light, and when you know a woman that when you go to the dude's house and he turns that red light on, you're getting laid. Anyway, little joke there. But yeah, I had the red light bulbs from the dollar store, and that was my little fucking go-to, that you're getting laid. But anyways, I brought her over and I fucked her, and she'd never been with a guy before. Never, yeah, so I guess I took her virginity. Fuck, holy shit. Wow, I just realized that. She'd never been with a guy before. And this is 2001, so I'm about, 27? Yeah, about 27. I remember she had to put that fucking, what's that girl? What's that fucking feminist fucking music? What is that? Bjorn, that Icelandic bitch, Bjork. She put that Bjork music on and smoke her joints, and I would fuck her, and she'd never been with a guy before. Cute face, horrible body. So me and my friends called her the pregnant lesbian. And I remember at this point, I guess for whatever reason, I started, for whatever reason, I guess I fingered girls in the ass back then or whatever. I don't remember when that started, but, so I fingered her in the ass. Or I fucked her in the ass. I did something to her anal cavity anyways because she got hemorrhoids from it. I don't know how she got a fucking hemorrhoid, but the point is that eventually, okay, I fucked her in the ass. I fucked her in the ass and I fingered her in the ass. And I can remember her touching feeling my dick. She was the first dick she ever felt. She's feeling it. She's going, oh, it's like gelatin. I remember that. And I remember going to see her at her work one shift, and she was on the phone with her fucking dyke girlfriend with the shaved head. And the dyke girlfriend of the line was really jealous because she knew that I was there visiting her, and it was creating tension. And I remember the lesbian was rolling her eyes at the dyke on the other line of the phone. So we're gonna hang out again. But eventually I got sick of this fucking broad because the language barrier was as such where she did not speak English at all. I remember before I broke up with her, or before I stopped seeing her, we'd go to nightclubs downtown, and she'd be like checking out the girls because she was a lesbian, and she'd want to talk, which was really weird, and I found it inappropriate if I'm the guy you're fucking now, you know? Whatever. I remember going to a party with her and a stupid fucking loser younger sister too. I remember that in a house party. Eventually I got sick of her. Anyways, so I worked in a fucking shithole fucking gas station, night shift gas station back then. So when you work in a night shift gas station, you're tired. You can't escape anybody. Your friends come and see you, and if you're not in the mood, you gotta deal with them. There's fucking one loser guy who got kicked out of his house, wanted to stay there all night with me, and I was like, dude, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. And he's like, well, I have no place to go. I'm like, dude, you gotta go. You gotta go. I remember. And in that gas booth, I remember this one girl that I was seeing back and forth. I was a fuck up employee here, by the way. I spent 10 months in that fucking job, and I was a fuck up employee. I remember this one girl I was seeing. We went and, like, this is how bad, you know. I remember night shift. So from 3 to 5, I would sleep in the back, and if you disturbed me, I did not like you. You know, how dare you disturb me while I'm working, while I'm sleeping at my job? How dare you, right? But I remember this one girl, I got a blowjob, she came visit me. This girl I screwed since she's 19. Really good looking girl. Kind of looked like Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles. Came during my shift and gave me a blowjob in the back, in her VW in the back. I remember doing it with my shifts. Oh, I have so many stories from that job. I got arrested by the cops. They thought I was robbing the place because I never wore my work shirt. And just I'll tell you that story later. It was pretty funny though. Anyways, I got long story short with that. I'll go into it later, but I got arrested for robbing a piece of shit. Basically trying to clean the toilet. We're trying to clean the toilet in the back, and because the employee before us left a log of shit in the toilet and it smelled up the place something awful, and me and my friends were, you know, trying to clean out the toilet in the back, and the cops that were. Anyways, it's a funny story. I'll tell it later. So the pregnant lesbian, I'm avoiding her like the plague, but she gets her hooks into my two friends. Where's the dude? Where's the dude? Where's the dude? Okay, hold on a second. So the pregnant lesbian gets her hooks into my friend because I'm avoiding her. My friends were Saint Manginas to the umpth degree. I used to hang out with these two fucking nerds, these two fucking really big nerds, but they kissed my ass. They treated me like a god, so I liked them. But anyways, so she's, where's the dude? Where's the dude? Where's the dude? The dude's avoiding you, and so I remember the two Saint Mangina friends of mine brought her, and she's in the back seat at the gas station, and she's sitting there all uncomfortable. I remember, and she doesn't want to come up, but she wants me to know what's going on. And I was like, dude, guys, just get rid of her, get rid of her. And okay, so I'm in my apartment, my little shithole apartment, during the day one day, and I have my stereo just blasting, like not blasting, but like really loud. You can hear it outside. If you're outside, you can hear it. So I'm sort of air guitaring on the bed, and the bed is right next to the door. Right next to the door. It's a small studio apartment, so my bed is like right next to the front door. So I'm like doing air guitar and jumping up on the bed all excited because I'm listening to my music or whatever. You know, I was in a good mood. And all of a sudden I hear, and the stereo is right across from my bed. So you got the bed, okay, so the apartment's 12 feet wide. So you got the bed, which is 6 feet, a little space, and then the TV stand. And then and then on top of the TV is a stereo, so it's all in a line. So I'm jumping up and down on the bed, air guitaring, singing or whatever, and all of a sudden I hear, and keep in mind the door is like literally 2 feet from this, I hear, and I know she's looking for me, so I'm like, oh shit, maybe I forget the time, I forget like why, but I know she's looking for me. So and I'm not the type of guy who just answers the door anyway, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to be bothered. So I don't answer it, but the music's still going, and all of a sudden, and so I'm sitting there, I'm froze on my bed, I'm froze, you know, like I was just jumping up and down on the bed, now I'm froze. And all of a sudden I hear, we'll call me Dave. Dave? Dave, it's me. Come on, I want to talk to you. Come on. And I'm frozen. Just frozen. Come on. But she's speaking in French, and I'm just basically summing up what she said. You know, like, I'm giving you sort of the gist of it. I don't remember exactly what she said, but... So, and this is going on for a minute after minute, like minute 3. Come on, I just want to talk to you. Why don't you want to see me? So then I'm like, oh God, I'm panicking because I don't want to see her anymore. And I've been avoiding her, so I feel guilty too. So I slowly go to the stereo, without making a peep, and I grab the round thing to turn the volume on, and I slowly fade the music out. Just slowly fading it out. Not making a peep. Come on, Dave, I want to talk to you. Come on, Dave. And I'm just frozen there in the bed. Frozen there. Eventually, she went away after 5-10 minutes. And then, you know, obviously after 20 minutes, I look out the door. She's not there. And she left a fucking note. An appealing note. You know, what's wrong? Blah, 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 blah. And then I guess some more time went by. And all of a sudden, she shows up at my work again. She's fucking furious. No, she didn't show up at my work. My friends showed up at my work. And they say... we'll call me Dave. Dave, this girl's furious with you. I'm like, why? She says you gave her an STD. I'm like, oh, I gave her an STD? What? I didn't give her an STD? I don't know. How come, and I don't have any STDs. I don't know how can you give her an STD, right? And she's really mad because she has what turned out to be hemorrhoids in her ass. I don't know how. Like, I mean, I don't know. Fingering fucking a girl in the ass because they're hemorrhoids. I don't know. But we found that funny anyways because, you know, in the end some time went by and she came back, oh no, it's okay, it wasn't STD, it was hemorrhoids. Like, some time went by and I got that word back to me, but I remember they came on that one night all dramatically, she's mad at you, she's mad. And I was like, why? You gave her an STD? And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, she gave me an STD, right? Oh my God, what's going on? What STD does she have? I guess you can give a girl an STD by finger in the ass, or she's probably a fucking whore anyways, right guys? But you know, I just remember it was all dramatic on that night, all dramatic. And I remember at that gas station too, there's this fucking, like, the guy I said that these fucking stoners used to come and talk to me, you know, and eventually they accumulate to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got 5 friends in the area and they all come visit you at work during your night shift. And then of course that one guy that I'm speaking of came by one night during a snowstorm. And he had nowhere to go, and I was like, dude, you gotta leave. You can't stay here all night. He's like, well, I got no place to go. I'm like, well, that's not my problem. You gotta go. His sister, who was probably 20, came into the booth and sucked me off in the back as well one night. I remember, and I didn't like her at all because she just wasn't attractive. But I just remember doing that. I guess I was bored, but I remember doing that. Little fucking in that little shithole, getting head by her in the back. And I remember, of course, she harassed me after that too. And of course, you work in a gas station booth. You can't go anywhere. You know, you're fucked, right? You're doing your shift and these people come and see you. You gotta buzz them in, right? I got robbed in those booths too. I got robbed by knife point in that one booth at a different job too, one point. I'll tell that story one day. I guess I'll tell it now. I worked in a different station in 97 when I was 23 or 22. And so there's a customer there. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I buzz him in. And as he's coming in, somebody came from out of nowhere and plowed into this guy. Slams him against the fucking coolers, like where the drinks are. This is a little booth, right? A little booth, a little kiosk. Slams him in there. He comes, he's got a hood on and a fucking thing over his face with a big fucking butcher knife. And then the guy's on the ground like, what the fuck just happened? And all of a sudden, he's right in my face with his butcher knife. He's like, give me all your fucking money right now. I'm like, whoa, dude, relax, man. Give me all the fucking money. I'm like, Jesus Christ, here, take it. And I for some reason I gave him the under cash, like the spare cash or something like that. But I remember giving him both caches. There's 2 caches, right? There's one that's prepared. I gave him 2, and when he left, it was like happened so fast. And I was like, the guy fucks off, and I'm like to the guy on the ground, I'm like, dude, you okay? He's like, yeah, and we're both fucking shaking, just shaking. I call the cops. And I can remember my fucking dickhead boss coming in, thinking I was in on it. I remember, and I was like, first of all, I was so my upbringing is as such where that would never enter my mind to do something like that. My mother would have killed me had I been involved in something like that. But the boss was convinced I was in on it. And I can remember I eventually got fired a week later because he was so suspicious of me. He came and saw me during one of my shifts where I was sleeping. He caught me sleeping, and I remember him coming in. This guy was a dickhead. He comes in and he catches me sleeping and he says, "Oh, we'll call me Dave." He says, "Dave, you are gone, gone, gone." He's looking around. He's looking around like at the outlay of the kiosk wherever. Sorry, the camera shut off. Sorry. So I was saying, yeah. So my boss comes in. He catches me sleeping because he wants to. Like I said, he wants to check up on me, so he makes a sneak attack at 3 in the morning. I'm fucking sleeping, so he catches me sleeping. I'm sleeping, all of a sudden I hear the buzz. I look up, oh fuck, it's my boss. He comes in and he looks around, he surveys the fucking, all the shit I haven't done, and I just remember shaking his head going, "My friend, you are gone, 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 gone." He's just shaking his head. And then I said something like, "Oh, I'm fired." He's like, "Yep, you're fired." And so I guess I didn't leave at that point. So he went around to the rest of the gas station looking around and outside looking, it wasn't done. And he goes into the bathroom and then he tells me, he comes back and he says, "Come here, look at this. Come with me." And I go with him and he takes me to the bathroom and somebody had shit all over the wall. There was diarrhea all over the fucking toilet, all over the wall. It was disgusting. And he tells me to clean it up and I said, "Well, aren't I fired?" He said, "Well, just work out the rest of your shift." And I said, and I remember I remember I was innocent and I was kind of I was kind of like scared of authority back then. You know what I mean? I was just younger, so I'd still put up with shit. And I remember saying, but even that, I remember saying, "So I'm not fired, but I'm fired, but and I have to finish up my shift, but you want me to clean up that shit?" He's like, "Yeah, you got to clean that up." And I was like, "Fuck, I'm not cleaning that shit up. I'm fired." And I don't remember the dynamic, but I basically said, "I'm not cleaning that fucking shit up. If I'm fired, go fuck yourself." I didn't say that, but you know what I mean. But that was in retrospect, I should have said, "Why don't you take that shit and stick it down up your fucking ass," right? But I don't know, just the memories I have. But I remember. I'll also tell this other story, okay? About this is a tree branch. A monkey branch story. I used to live in London when I was 21 years old. When I was 20 to 22. And I was a good-looking kid, okay? So when we would go, I was a little pretty boy. When we would go to clubs in London, there's this one bar called the Ramp. Me and my friends had no problem picking up women. I mean, I picked up so many fucking women in my life. But you know what I mean. I'm 43 now. My better days are over. So in terms of pretty boy looks, but I picked up tons of chicks. I remember this girl Pippi Longstock. I got head by her. I picked her up in Hamilton. I remember going to her place and she sucked me off on the couch. And I can remember I wasn't used to getting blowjobs back then because I was young and it was uncomfortable for me. But I remember this girl was so fucking hot. She had these fucking boots on and the Pippi Longstocking hairdo. I remember I came in her mouth and I can remember going into the bathroom and hearing her gargle. And I remember I had to cover my ears because it turned me off for some reason. That's all I remember about that. I went to this shithole house that she was staying with other students. What was I getting at? Okay, so I'm in London, Ontario, and like I said, we had no problem picking up women. No problem. But when you're 21, you don't have a job yet. So at one point, I remember going to the employment office, and I got a job as a hot dog vendor outside a fucking nightclub. And let me tell you guys, when you're a hot dog vendor outside a nightclub, your whole persona is not respected anymore. As I say, the difference between me being in the nightclub picking up girls was no problem, but then all of a sudden I'm a hot dog vendor outside the fucking club. All these fucking dickhead assholes asking for free hot dogs too, first of all, but the women making fun of you, like it was giggling and stuff. I remember feeling so disrespected as a hot dog vendor. By the way, those fucking hot dogs are delicious, by the way. But I can remember being so disrespected by these women, and they're laughing at me and joking and coming out and acting so cunty around me. I just remember, I can't cite examples right now, but I just remember the tone of it was as such where you got no fucking respect. Another story about monkey branching. As I say, when I was young, I was a good-looking kid, and I was in a band too, and all my friends were kind of like in the band clique. And I can remember when I had one friend, we'll call him Peter, who was a real fucking, he wasn't as good looking as me, but man, this guy could fucking talk. This is where basically my personality comes from. I emulate this guy. That's where the seeds of my personality come from. Me emulating this guy when I was 19. And he was older, he was a year older than me. But he always used to have these house parties. And keep in mind, we're all peak prime teenagers, all right? The peak of our lives, the prime of our lives. And so we had no problem getting chicks. I remember, but my friend could usurp a girl out of you, no problem. Because when he would start talking, you would just listen in fascination because he knew everything. He was so smart, he knew anything on any subject. And also he had resources. My parents did not allow me to have friends over. My parents did not allow me to sleep. My parents did not allow me to have sleepovers with girls. My parents did not allow me to drive. My parents did not allow me to have parties. His parents did. He ran the fucking house if he wanted. So his parents were gone away on this one particular weekend, and so he had a party, and we were all like, I want to say he was 19, and I want to say I was 18 or 17. I was probably 17, okay, because he was a little older than me. So we had these. So he had a party, and his house had 2 floors: the upstairs and the basement, which was the basement level. Which the basement level was basically his man cave. So you got a big main room, a little small like laundry area, his bedroom, and a little small toilet the size of a closet, 8 feet high, 3 feet wide, and about 6 feet long, maybe 7 feet. So at this fucking party, we're talking about monkey branching here. We're talking about the bigger, better deal. And in terms of resources, my friend was the bigger, better deal, even though I was better looking than him. Okay, so we're talking about monkey branching in the span of a couple hours. So this new clique of girls comes from some other town, because I come from a small town, and so I don't remember the dynamics, but anyways, this one younger girl, like maybe 16, I guess, a year younger than me, I ended up fucking her in my buddy's bathroom. So basically, if you can imagine, my feet are against the toilet. We're on the ground. She's on her back. I'm on top of her. And our feet are against the toilet, and our heads are against the door. I fucked her. She sucked me off, and I ate her fucking box out. It was great. It was amazing. So then eventually, you know, like, okay, so we fuck. So we go upstairs, and we get separated. This is probably, you know, like probably at midnight. So it's about 3 o'clock. I go outside and we go smoke or whatever. I don't smoke now, but I smoked at the time. And I don't know, we parted ways. So all of a sudden, and I guess she thought I was gone or some shit. I don't remember all the dynamics, but all I remember is coming back into the house an hour later or some shit like that after some time lapse. And unannounced, I go up the stairs, and you gotta keep in mind, guys, this girl sucked me off. She had my fucking cock in her mouth, okay? I go up, and she's like 16, and I'm 17. So I go up the stairs, and what do I see? I see this girl that I fucked 3 hours ago. She's making out with my buddy, Peter, for all to see in the kitchen area. It was unbelievable. Monkey branching, and she went out with him for a while after that, I remember, and it was completely awkward. Caused a little rift between us, but you know, I don't fuck any, you know what I mean? I just, anyways, I don't know all the dynamics, but all I know is I fucked this girl 3 hours later. She's making out with my buddy. I don't remember all the dynamics of it. I remember he saw her for a while. But you're going back to 1991, 92 now. So, but anyways, I just remember that the fundamentals. I fucked her, she sucked me off, and then my buddy's making out with her for all to see, kissing her in the. Anyways, guys, please like, please share, please subscribe. Please click that bell. I'm enjoying my comments. I'm seeing comment wars, people calling each other cunts and arguments and stuff like that. And just another side note, okay? Any fucking bitches out there that comment or try to email me, and you already have, you know who you are. I will not answer your emails. I don't give a shit what you have to say about my videos. I don't give a shit if you're offended. This is a manosphere. This channel is for men to build back their self-esteem, to realize they are not nuts and they weren't nuts, and for them to realize that they are the kings of this world and that they're capable of greatness. And that just because you're 30 doesn't mean your life's over, because if you can rebuild, your life is worth something your whole life when you're a man. So women, don't even bother. I will not answer. I don't give a shit what you have to say. You can all go fuck yourselves. You fucking used me. You screwed me over in life. So you can go fuck yourselves. I don't give a shit what you have to say. I don't care if you're offended. I don't care. And if you're fucking snowflake millennials, you can go fuck yourself too. I don't give a shit. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, sorry. Before I go, I just wanted to add, the reason I called this bitch the pregnant lesbian, and the reason we call this girl the pregnant lesbian is not because she was pregnant. It's because she was fat. She was pudgy. So it was our little pet name for her. Okay, guys, take care.